Hello everyone, welcome to the Cheltenham Countdown YouTube channel for my 6th Antepost pick towards the Cheltenham Festival, my 2nd of the month, and as we're nearing Christmas, I will give you some of my best bets over the festive period, along with my nap in the King George at Kempton on Boxing Day. I'll kick off then with Antepost number 6 for Cheltenham, and as I stated on Twitter yesterday, I gave a hint as to what division this horse and this selection will be in. It comes in the Turner's Novices Chase at the festival, and my thinking behind this selection is that I'm not prepared to back any of the market leaders right now for the Turners at Cheltenham. For example, Gaelic Warrior is your market leader with some firms in the market. Let's just go down the list one by one for now then. So Gaelic Warrior is your market leader. I've been thinking about Gaelic Warrior a lot recently, and I'm uncertain whether he'll go to the Turner's Novices Chase on the Thursday of the festival. He's also touted to go perhaps to the Arkle or up in trip to the Brown Advisory, so I'm unsure which race he may go in for Cheltenham. The second fav for the Turners at this moment in time is In the Pocket. You also got Corpus Cross and another JP McManus horse, Indiana Dream. Now, I think only one of these horses would turn up in the Turners, and I'm not sure which one it would be so far. So we'll get to my selection in a bit. I just want to rattle through some of these in the market. So the three McManus horses, like I said, I'm sure they'll all be split up. Maybe you could argue that Indiana Dream will be the one that comes here, maybe. The next one then is Facile Vega. Same as Gaelic Warrior in some instances. Now, I'm not so certain he'll rock up here. He could do, but again, uncertainty comes into the play. Now, each horse going down the list so far, you're saying to yourself, will they even turn up here? What race will they go in? You have to make another judgment call. Like I said on Friday with regards to a novice hurdle race, you have to make a judgment call with these novice races where they're going to go. The next horse with some bookmakers is Hermes Allen. I wouldn't be put off anyone back in Hermes Allen at the moment, but there's always a but there with Hermes Allen, I think. You're always asking yourself, is he good enough to win at Cheltenham? After that, you've got three more Willie Mullins horses that, again, have to be questioned and obviously have to be split apart. Classical Dream, Blood Destiny, Grange Clear West. Your guess is as good as mine where these horses are going to go. You're effectively playing Willie Mullins bingo if you think you know where they're going to go. Some others that are in the market right now that I'm happy to cross off immediately are Marine National. He's obviously going to be an Arkle contender. Blazing Carl, we haven't seen him for such a long time. And Giovinco, who I think will be stepped up to 3 miles. We come to my selection now, and due to the reasons I've explained regarding the other horses at the top of the market for this race, I've landed, like I tweeted yesterday, on a 20-1 pick for the Turners at the festival. I truly think this horse will be in this race come the festival. He's already won this season, which is a tick from me. He's sure to be the number one horse in the trainer's yard for this race. And when I saw his price over the weekend, I was slightly surprised. The trainer of this horse has won this race twice in the last 6 years, the most in that period. So I've backed Gordon Elliott's American Mike at 20-1 with Bet365. Few reasons why I selected him specifically. He won his first beginner's chase this season, his first race of the season, a beginner's chase, like I said, already over 2.5 miles at Navan. Fine. Bought to become a chaser predominantly when he was bought for Gordon Elliott. His hurdles campaign wasn't great. It was a bit stop-start. There are reasons, I think, why that was the case. He was always up and down, first of all, in trip. Up and down, back up, then down again in distance. I mean, he started his campaign last season in a 2-mile, 6-furlong maiden hurdle at Down Royal, before dropping down in trip to a 2-mile, 2.5-mile grade 3, then down again to a 2-mile race, and then up again to a 2.5 mile Ballymore race. His final race of the season was back down in trip again to a 2 mile race at the end of the season. He started this campaign winning over a trip I think he likes, 2.5 miles at Navan, a beginner's chase. He's now entered for 3 races over Christmas. A 2 mile 1 furlong race at Leopardstown, the 2 mile 3 furlong Fohee novices chase at Limerick, and a 3 mile novice chase at Leopardstown. Of the 3 he has to go to, that is Limerick. I feel he has to turn up at Limerick in the Fohee novice chase. The trip will suit. It tends to be tough there this time of year in regards to ground, so he needs it. And I think that's his best chance of winning over the festive period. Going back to American Mike, I think I wanted to back this horse specifically for the Turners, because if he wins at Limerick in the Fohee novice chase over Christmas, his price will definitely go down. The most likely toughest opponent he may face in that race could be a Willie Mullins hot pot, either Gaelic Warrior, Grange, Clare West, Classical Dream. Be a clutching of straws to know which one it will be. You've got a question mark which Willie Mullins horse will turn up where this time of year. You know, there's so many novice chase races, and Willie Mullins could send 1, 2 or 3 to the same race. So you really need to know which Willie Mullins horse will go to which race. Obviously, American Mike is entered in 3 races, but I'm sure Gordon will send him to the Fohee novice chase at Limerick. That's the race that I think is tailor-made for him. And if he wins, I backed him at 20-1. He'll sure go down to a single-figure price. So if you are prepared to back a horse at a high price for the Turners, just consider whether they'll win over Christmas, because you want to really back a horse this time of year now that's definitely going to win a race to go down in price. Time for my best bets over the festive time of year now. These are some of the horses that I think will win at Christmas. We'll start off in Ireland, first of all. These are some of the feature grade 1 races I'll take a look at. So the Racing Post novice chase on Boxing Day at Leopardstown, over 2 miles and a furlong. Fasal Vega is at the top of the market. I think he'll win for Willie Mullins, and Ilete Tomp will come second. You also have Blood Destiny and Mr. Policeman, who may well go here, along with Gordon Elliott's Founder 50 and Imagine. So it may well be an informative race towards the Dublin Racing Festival and Cheltenham in the longer term. On the 27th of December, you have the Future Champions Novice Hurdle, and there's a couple of horses at the top of the market here that I really like. Down Memory Lane, Daddy Longlegs and Firefox. They're all good enough. They're all good enough to win. So I'm going to leave this race alone for now. They're 3 horses especially that I can't really separate. Then on the 28th of December, the Jack de Bromhead Christmas Hurdle. I have had a bet in this race, and hopefully the winner will be Sir Gerhard. I think he's tailor-made to go back to hurdles, and in an open division, I think he could thrive in. The Stayers Hurdle is wide open for the time being. You have T-Hoopo at the top of the market, but it's crying out for someone left field to come and potentially serve it up to T-Hoopo. And I think Sir Gerhard for Willie Mullins could be that contender. The same day, we have the Savills Chase, and a competitive Savills Chase, but I'm sticking with my gut. I think Galloping de Champ will hopefully come back here to winning ways, back to 3 miles, and he should be tough to beat here at Leopardstown. Then the final race in Ireland I'll take a look at is the Matheson Hurdle on the 29th of December, and Stateman is your rightful favourite. Impere Pass is in there as well. Some of the other interesting horses entered here are Bob Ollinger, Vauban and Zanahir, but the correct and rightful odds-on favourite Stateman should really be beating all of these. I don't think Impere Pass will run either, by the way. I don't think they'll run Stateman and Impere Pass together this early in the season. So what I'll do, I'll write my best bets over Christmas in the description down below, along with my 6th Antepost pick and my King George nap. I couldn't leave this section of the video out without mentioning the Welsh Grand National at Chepstow. That's going to be on the 27th of December. I have a quick tip for that race. I've had a few quid on 3 under through 5 for Paul Nicholls. He's run well in the past, carrying some big weight performances. He's got 11 stone, 11 pounds on his back this time. He had wind surgery in the summer and has since run well twice in some good 3 mile plus handicap races this season, finishing second on both occasions. Second, first of all, in the Badger Beers at Wincanton. Then he finished second behind Broadway Boy at Cheltenham on Saturday, which was a very good performance. I'll be backing him each way on the 27th of December. My nap in the King George, the 6th chase at Kempton on Boxing Day. It's going to be last year's winner, Brave Man's Game. The vibes I had, especially from what trainer Paul Nicholls was saying over the weekend, was so positive for Brave Man's Game. He was saying he's back to his best. That's what Paul Nicholls was saying. Although it may be a tough and a brilliant race on paper, you got the likes of Jerry Colombe, Allaho, Shishkin, Royal Pagaille, the real whacker, in there. But you have to question some of these horses. Will Jerry Colombe, will Allaho even run? You have to know for sure, and I'm uncertain at this moment in time whether they're going to run. I can't back Shishkin based on he hasn't had a run so far this season, so I've landed on Brave Man's Game. I think he'll beat Royal Pagaille and the real whacker. I think he'll reverse the form with Royal Pagaille from Haydock. He's finished second twice this season. First at Wetherby in the Charlie Hall chase, and obviously at Haydock in the Betfair chase. But I'm sure Paul Nicholls will have him in prime condition and back to his best for the race on Boxing Day. He won the race last year, beating L'Homme Pressé in a decent King George renewal, and then finished second in the Gold Cup. He'll run well here, I think, on Boxing Day, and he'll be shortened up for the Gold Cup in March for Cheltenham. So just to clarify what I've originally said on this video so far, my 6th Antepost pick for the Cheltenham Festival will be American Mike at 20-1 for the Turners Novices Chase. My quick tip for the Welsh Grand National on the 27th of December will be 3 under through 5. And my festive nap, my Christmas period nap among the National Hunt races will be Brave Man's Game in the King George, the 6th chase at Kempton. This will be the last video on this podcast before Christmas. I'll try and be back before New Year's Day, before the New Year's Day meeting at Cheltenham. But I hope you all have a great Christmas and enjoy all the racing. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Enjoy Christmas.